Today, I want to talk about plugs. Not 3-pin plugs, you idiot. Wall plugs. Right, we're going to talk wall plugs. Now, before I start, I just want to say to all you tradespeople out there, don't start screaming and shouting at me. I know there's tons and tons of fixings on the market. When I used to run a DIY shop, I used to have tons in my shop. So I know there is, and there's a lot more available today. So I want to keep this pretty simple for the average DIYer out there. So I'm going to concentrate on 2 types of plugs. Plugs for solid walls and brick walls, and plugs for hollow plasterboard walls. So starting with the brick walls, these fixings are for brick walls and solid walls. You can see there's yellow, red and brown. It's not just colour coded to look pretty. The yellow ones are a 5mm drill, the red ones are 6mm, and the brown ones are 7mm. When you buy them, if you're not sure, just look on the package. It always tells you what size drill bit to use, and it's very important to use the right size drill bit. Don't go using a 7mm for a 5mm plug and then wondering why it doesn't work. It won't work if you don't use the right size drill. Now, I'm going to do a separate video about drill bits, so on that video it'll show you how to identify a masonry bit, because I've been in so many houses before where people are trying to drill a wall with a twist bit. So I'll show you that in another video. So they're for solid walls. All you do, drill your hole. Say for that one it's a 7mm, so you drill a 7mm hole. Make sure you drill your hole deep enough, and make sure you drill your hole the depth of your screw, not just the depth of the plug. So if you're putting that plug in and then you're going to put a 3-inch screw in it, for instance, make sure your hole will take whatever screw's going into the wall. Otherwise you'll find you'll put your screw in, it'll just blow the plug out. So use the right drill bit, use the right size drill bit, and make sure you drill your hole deep enough, and you'll be fine with those. The screws can go right through these plugs and they work perfectly fine. Say there's loads of different brands on the market, but they all tend to use the colour code system. They do have other sizes as well. They go to a blue, which is I think 10mm, and other sizes. So, but they're the 3. I'm trying to keep it basic. So they're the 3 basic ones that you ought to have kicking about in your ass. So that's solid wall plugs. Then we've got these things. These are plasterboard plugs. These are the old traditional ones. As I say, there's loads on the market now. I can't go into all of them because there's just too many. But this is the plastic traditional plasterboard plug. What happens is you shove it through the hole. Again, you drill the hole the right size. These are 10mm. So you drill a 10mm hole. You can get away with using a twist bit on plasterboard. You don't have to use a masonry bit. It's really left to your own. I find using a twist bit on plasterboard, as long as you're only going through the plasterboard, it tends to cut a cleaner hole. So I do tend to use a twist bit, I will confess. So drill your 10mm hole through your plasterboard, push that through. What happens? It goes through, that crushes down to go through the hole. When it's through the plasterboard and into the hollow part, it springs open a bit and grips. On the edge here, you've got these serrations. These stop the plug spinning when you put the screw in. You put your screw in, it goes right through into this end part, and as you tighten, it pushes that back and forms a really good solid fixing. These are the old-fashioned ones, but they're the best by far. I love these. They work every time. You don't get no problems with them. So that's wall plugs for you. If you just remember the 3 main important things, that's use the right bit to drill the hole, use the right size bit to drill the hole, and make sure you drill your hole deep enough, and you'll be fine. You should get away with that. Any problems, drop me a message and I'll do all I can to help you. And if you like this tip and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button or drop us a follow on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll keep posting them.